This Hangout on air is live. Sure. So where are the people I invited? How do I know if they're here? Where are these buttons? Sure. So there's a chat, and then there's a screen share. What's this button do? Let's just mess with the buttons. Whoop!
Nope, you don't want to do that.
Nope. Let's try out of here. Wait. What is this thing? I want this to go right now. I broke it. What is that? There we go. It's gone. No, what I want to check out is the people recommended app draw. Is this how? Okay, this is how you draw. Cool. Okay.
What's this?
Be gone. This one? This is control room. Okay. What's about actually?
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, cancel.
Cancel? Yes, you see the hat.
Yeah, okay. How do I get rid of all this stuff that I added? I close that. How do I get rid of this? Oh, do I have to enter? Why are we on this one? There we go.
You're in for
Is the next one on the scene? No.
How do we see it?
Yeah, that's like what I'm looking for. It's not screen share. I clicked all the buttons. Let's chat. This is for this guy.
Click add.
There's add. Invite people. Why won't you tell me who I've invited already? It doesn't tell me who invited though. Can you Google this real quick? Just Google it, yo. Are you kidding me? No. How to check who you've invited? We have 0 viewers. It's the most chill thing I'm doing all day, so this is cool. How to invite? No, I don't. I know
you don't want this, but like, there's somebody wants.
Kind of hard. What the settings do? Hey guys, see this? Okay.
You have to be.
People aren't that on time in
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. I'm not this time. Yeah, they're lying people. Lying people are never on time. I'm never on time to anything. Even to my exam deadline. People are nice about it. Yeah. This feature is the side working. I'm clicking. You should have brought your pen here. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
You should have told me.
I didn't think it through. I just, like, after showering, I was like, I'll just throw my pen channel.
You got him again?
No, I think it's going to send another email. We should have added you for test. But I added people. No. Let's do this. Let's wait 2 more minutes, 3 minutes. Let's wait till it's 8:05. And if at 8:05 we no one needs to the fuck.
Alex will go. We'll pretend he's with everybody.
Alex does not have to know. As I say this in the live comments.
And you too.
Where's all the things? They all go away. Okay, that's crazy. Once we feel more professional. I have 2 Facebook posts.
We did all these random people.
Hmm?
We did all the random people.
What am I other than this person? Oh, it's because I'm part of the group for the What is this event? What were they doing?
That's the other next week.
Where's my event?
You're all supposed to be there.
Oh shit, when was this?
This one, literally.
I was showering. And then, no, I had a meeting in this thing.
just add them again.
You just keep going. Do you want to do a quiet invitation or loud? But we can learn more. What is this button? Quiet invitations were right and introvert first like that.
No, you want it to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. The use of all your there.
No, they're not.
You probably make sure.
No, pero tienen que no. Le ganamos a otro. Rafael Castro R. Bueno, ya hice esta carajada yo. Te voy a invitar a vos. ¿Cuál es tu correo?
Elias 802.
Sí. Oh, that's on you.
Push up like that. 802.
802. What's all it's got?
What?
What's all it's got? Yeah, it's good. Oh, there you are.
Emilio.
Emilio no funcionó. That's Emilio.
And then.
And then Punto BB. That's hilarious. No, it's not funny. Emails are just so funny. And then BB. Sí, porque aquí dice Ellen Suosa y ahí dice
I think it's his
Ellen.
name, but like.
Luisa Gabriela. Gabriela es español. Es el gran nombre.
What's this?
Clara, cosas prácticas, al Coreador, ella. Realmente. So, why is it acquaintances here? What the fuck is up with this? Wait, Alfredo's here. Oh! wait.
You have to think the
No, he's there. No. Wait, does it not say? Wait, give me one second. Let's just re-add this person. How you think? Is he not in the thing? Invite. Dame the notes. Okay, cool. Invitation posted. See. Okay, fantastic. Okay, cool. We have people. Okay, fantastic. Thanks a lot.
You're doing away like 5 minutes.
I don't want to wait that much. Do you have noise? ¿Quieres hacer el canal también?
Yeah.
Sure. Can you guys hear us? Yes, please. His mic is muted.
Oh, is that right?
No, his mic.
Okay, yeah. So why are we letting you go?
Because we hear you.
Okay. Well, maybe they won't see you back.
No, I think we can click them and see them. See, we can click them and see them.
Yeah.
And then now I can see them. And then they'll pop up if they speak to us. If they're not speaking. But that's okay.
That's okay, we can talk.
Of all people can talk lots.
8:10.
Hey, we're making fun. I still don't know if they can. Can you guys hear us?
Yes, I can.
Yay, perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I can't tell the top four. Are you Alfredo or Rafael?
Rafael.
Awesome.
Okay. So we're just gonna wait like
Probably a minute or two?
a minute or two just to have more people who signed up, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks. I don't know what Alfredo's doing. No, I can't. Like, it's just like a little thingy. Like, he doesn't have like a person. It's just like. I'm in the thing. Did you see me?
What? What are you?
Yeah, I was there. I was now gone. Where was it? I was in the theater. Yeah.
So we have.
we see Lisa. Oh, because I mean you're unless he emails us back and then he gives us an email. Still observed emails. I don't know how that works. I think that's someone watching the stream. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
I was gonna say, like, look at us on YouTube.
Hopefully it doesn't record or something.
I think it is recording, though. It's the thing.
Oh, really?
It was like, so, right? It's on YouTube.
Because that doesn't mean it stays. You can have like a live YouTube video that doesn't stay, and it just goes away. So Alex can't see anything. You know how a bunch of stuff like this.
Yeah. So I'm guessing like I think like 1 or 2 like movies.
We're just going there. So. And then yeah, let's just go with it, and if they decide to join later, it's okay. All right, so we're gonna start. I still don't know if Alfredo can hear me. I have no idea if Alfredo can hear me. I hope you can.
If not, you can also, if you can like, if you don't have a mic right now, you can also just like message us.
Yeah, exactly. And then just tell us a heads up that you're hearing us, and then you can ask questions there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start by introducing ourselves.
Sure. So I'm Vidya. I'm a sophomore here at UPenn, and my family's originally from India, but I was born my whole life in Lima, Peru. So I'm studying economics and international relations here. I was in the college, and yeah, I've been involved in AAS, this is international student body, since I think second semester freshman year.
Cool. I'm Guillermo. I'm a junior in engineering. I study computer science, and I'm minoring in. Alfredo's gone. Okay. I'm minoring in math and systems engineering. And what else did you say? Oh yeah, I'm from Nicaragua. I was born in Costa Rica, and then for entire life in Nicaragua. And I've been in AIS since freshman year. I don't remember. Something like that. All right. Why don't you introduce yourself, Rafael?
Well, since I'm the only one, I'm from El Salvador. I went to study computer science as well.
Cool.
Yeah, so like I have some questions about it.
Sure. All right, so you're the only one, so let's go. Just ask all the questions you want.
Well, this Guillermo, how are the internship opportunities for internationals?
Okay, so they're actually pretty good. I'm working this summer at APT. It's Applied Predictive Technology. I don't know if you've heard of the company.
No.
It's a business consulting firm that does big data analysis. I'm going to do quality assurance there. I don't want to do software developer because everyone wants to do software developer. I mean, I just don't. So, yeah, in terms of that, so the way it works is we have a website called PennLink. Through PennLink, you apply, so you make your resume, and you state in your resume that you're an international. Right? You just write, like, there's a part where you just write your citizenship and whatnot. And then you go through it. Most big companies like obviously like Facebook, or companies like this, or like APT, and other large companies, again, or McKinsey, I don't know what industry you want to work in, but most of those companies don't actually care. If you get an F1 visa, which I assume is what you're going to get, do you know?
What? I didn't understand what you said.
Would you get a J1 or an F1? Do you know?
No, I don't know, actually.
It's most likely you're going to F1.
I'm assuming, let's just assume you're going to get an F1. An F1 is the general visa. Like if you were going to get a J1, you probably would know because it's a special condition. It's like either the government is paying for you to come to Penn, or some other third party is sponsoring you or something like that. If it's just like you and like your private self and whatnot, then it's an F1 visa. That's how that works. If you have an F1 visa, you have what's called a CPT. I don't remember right now what it stands for, But basically, what it means is that you can work in the U.S. for up to, I think, 10 months in anything related to your major. So, like, for example, like me, I'm going to work as a quality assurance engineer or basically a tester. And the way that's going to work is just I'm going to apply, or I have to finish applying for my CPT. The company affirms that the job that I'm going to do is related to computer science, and then Penn approves it, and then I can work with them. In addition to that, we also have what's called an OPT. The OPT allows you to work for, I believe, 1 year. Yeah, for 1 year in any place,
Any industry.
any industry, in any conditions. So you can also use that. So say you graduate from Penn, and then you haven't found a job yet, then you can work in anything while you find someone that will sponsor you. If you're not an American citizen, you would have to, if you want to stay in the U.S. and work, you need to find a sponsor. Most companies that are large and don't care, like most big companies don't actually care. Assuming like what they care about is your talent and how good you are, especially in something like computer science, but there is a lot of enough, like there's not enough computer science engineers that are Americans. So they're more than willing to grab us.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also work at Penn, like on campus for students.
Yep, and then there's no condition for learners.
Okay. Does any one of you work study or something like that?
I do not do.
I did. I had work study freshman year. So I was actually working in the admissions office doing paperwork. Ironically, so yeah, it's really easy. It's basically like you get like whatever amount of money you get in the work study, and just have to like work somewhere at Penn and do a little bit of money. So I feel like I'm guessing you have that.
What?
You would have work study?
Yeah, I have work study.
Okay.
So that's really good because it makes it so much easier to get a job on campus. Because since it's like work study, basically the financial aid office is paying for it and not Penn itself. So, for example, you want to work in like some like medical office, some lab.
Even there you can get a special thing.
Yeah.
Where you can still do that. I don't know how do like TAs work? Because like I TA right now, but I'm not doing work study. Just TA period.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if that would count. Like as your first semester, you're obviously not going to TA anything. Do you know what TAing is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just like your first semester you won't do that, but later on you might. I think that might just count.
I think it should count.
It should count. Like
I feel like anything that's.
And you get better paid, and like it has to do with your major, and you can put it in a resume and whatnot, and that's obviously useful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool.
So you have like fun stuff like TAing, like which is like work and stuff your resume, and you have like if you don't want to spend too much time on it, you can also just do like assistant work and stuff like that. It also counts for your work.
Yeah, you can just work at some office and
yeah.
Just, like if you work at the library, for example,
exactly.
Which is a pretty easy job. No one shows up. You get paid.
Do all, I don't know how to say it, like all works pay the same thing or?
No. They pay different.
Yeah.
It depends how complicated.
Like how much skills they require.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's in between. I think that the cheapest one is like $13.
Yeah.
I think like $12 is the lowest one, and then the highest one you can get paid up to like 25, 26, depending.
Oh, okay.
For example, the guys who maintain the website for the DP, and the guys who maintain the website for the UA.
Just like the undergraduate assembly.
Yeah, both of those, like those people get paid somewhere between $25 and $28.
Oh, really?
But there was a big scandal about it, and people were very upset because why are those people getting paid so much when the TAs only get paid?
Yeah.
They get paid $17. People are losing it.
Did you think that like it intervened with your extracurricular activities or like it didn't?
So it depends what class you TA. So I do a computer science class. I TA it's called Intro to Python. It's CIS 192. What I do as a TA is I grade homeworks both in the that's just what I do. Like what I do is I build test cases for homeworks, so that they run, and then I check for the style of the code itself. So that's what I do. I can do it at any time I want, so it doesn't really intervene. It's just the amount of hours. It's about 3 to 5 hours a week, depending on how efficient and how good you are at it. But like you can do it at any time you want. Like my like the guy who's in charge of me, he's very flexible about it. He's just like, if you finish it by the end of the week, I don't really care when you do it.
Okay.
So most of them work that way. The only exception would be if you have to like teach a class, like what you have to do for lower levels. Say you want to TA like the intro to computer science or economics and whatnot. Those sort of classes you have to probably teach, but it's going to be an hour. It's pretty flexible usually, so that shouldn't bother you. Not to mention that all the other extracurricular activities in Penn are scheduled in such a way so that they don't hit anything else. Because like a lot, like everyone here does. Like if you look at our resumes, like it's just a list of stuff. Everyone does a list of stuff. That's just the way it works. So like it's just like the whole system is built in such a way where that doesn't make it like the classes.
And also you can choose how many hours to do, like depending on the jobs. Like TA, for example, is like 4 hours for him. Maybe the library would require you like 6 or 7. Like you can choose which job you want and how many hours.
And even within TA, like different classes require different things. Like if you have to teach the class, for example, it's going to be more hours. If you choose to be like a lead TA, then obviously it's going to be 2 or 3 times as much time. Or if you want to be like one of the other ones, yeah. So like it's up to you really how much time you want to devote to it.
Oh, okay. Do you think like pre-orientation or things like that are worth it, or I shouldn't buy?
I like orientation, man. Orientation is fun. It's gonna get you a good grasp of like for example like ISO and both NSO. It's gonna do 2 important things for you. It's gonna get you friends quickly. Which that's actually very important, because if you have friends very quickly, then you get to know a lot of things that you wouldn't otherwise know until much later. Like say for example, like I don't know, like where to eat and where not to eat. It's a lot easier to figure that out when you have 6 or 7 other people doing the same thing you're doing. Like it'll just be faster and whatnot. Not to mention that having friends is always a good thing. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing that's good for you is it's gonna give you a general idea of like how things work and just like what things are on campus. It's not going to tell you everything, and Google usually solves any problem. Google where the places are, there's a very pretty map of Penn, and then you can just Google the office, it shouldn't be a problem. But I think it's very much worth it. It just lets you get accustomed, and like as internationals, where we're not used to the American culture and whatnot, it's actually very nice to just get a vibe of it, like really stress-free. Because then when school hits, then you have to do work, and then you get less time, or you're too busy, like doing other things for you to fully adapt and whatnot. So like NSO just helps you. NSO and ISO just kind of help you like go.
Wait, sorry, did you mean orientation or pre-orientation?
Pre-orientation.
Oh, so he means like Penn.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, well, I didn't do it. I guess you didn't do it either.
I have no idea what that is.
It's not the programs that started 2 weeks earlier.
Oh, I know what these are. Yeah. I have no idea.
I didn't do it. I know that people who do it get so close to each other. Like, school started, the ones who had done all these projects, like these different programs, they were already like best friends, and they still are like 2 or 3 years later. So like, that's fine. I don't think it's necessary at all. Like doing like regular orientation, you're gonna make so many friends. Just like living in like any freshman hall, especially the pod, you'll make a bunch of friends. And you get accustomed to Penn. So it's not like necessary, but if one program that really stands out to you, like if you're really into like community service or like camping.
There's the rowing one, isn't there? That one, the kayaking one.
Oh yeah, that's
fun. I think that's a thing.
So I know there's like a leadership one, like a full adventure, camping and stuff, service. Like, if you're really into one of those, I guess it would be good to do it. But I wouldn't say it's like that necessary.
Oh, okay.
But it's fun. Like everybody does it.
I mean, like if you don't have anything better to do over the summer, why not come earlier and just do all that sort of stuff?
Did you have to buy a lot of stuff before moving into the dorms, or?
That's an awesome question. The way I did it was, and I think I did it fine. I came to Penn like one day before NSO, and then like I went to Target and Walmart. They're within driving distance with my parents, and then my parents got me all the stuff I needed. Like in a dorm, you don't need that much stuff. You're gonna need like the logical stuff. You're gonna need like sheets. You're gonna need like what else would you need? You need sheets.
Like a lamp.
Like a lamp. If you need a lamp, you're gonna need a vacuum. You might want some utensils, or you might just want to use plastic to make life easier, whatever you want. That sort of stuff. So it's just like the basic things that you think you're gonna need. There's a good chance that you're gonna buy something you're never gonna use. Yeah. I have plenty of stuff that I've purchased as a freshman, and I've never used it in my life. It's still right there. and I've never just used it. But you shouldn't worry about that. Don't bring too much from home, especially since you are so far away. It's like, not really worth it. You can just buy it all here.
Mm-hmm. And like, for example, what I did was I ordered like my bed sheets online, and they got delivered to my dorm like the day I got there right here. So then I got a bunch of us to do that. Like a lot of different stores that sell like dorm things to it. So I mean, I just wanted to do it, I have it done with. But everything else, like the labs and the stuff, yeah, I was still like Target or those places.
I'm assuming that you would come with your parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just go to or any of those stores, Bed Bath and Beyond. And if not, even on campus, there's a bunch of like Bed Bath and Beyond has its own like mini stand.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I got us a lot of stuff there, like the bathroom stuff and whatnot. And plus, there's like a supermarket, and then there's a CVS, which are within like walking distance. It's like 3-4 blocks. So you can just go there and buy all the other like stuff.
Yeah, it was supposed to a city, like it's really nice.
Yeah, it should. Like, don't worry about that. It's not a big deal. Just come here like 1 or 2 days ahead and just be ready. Like, it's a lot of logistical stuff, but it's not going to be hard.
And let's see what else.
And also, like, in case you want like a microwave or stuff like that, like I would advise you to like come to if you have a roommate, stop them first. Maybe like look at the microwave, look at the fridge, or things like that. And, like,
Yeah, you just
generally like go.
You can also rent if you want to do that. You can rent a microwave mini fridge duo. I'm assuming that you want to live. Like, where would you want to live?
What?
Where do you want to live?
Quad, like.
Yep. Cool. So you probably. I'm a big advocate of the quad. You want to do so. You're probably gonna want a microwave in a mini fridge. You can either buy them, which is going to cost you, like in the long run, it's going to be worth it, assuming that you keep them, which is what I did. Like, I live off campus right now, and the microwave that we use is the microwave I bought as a freshman year. And then I use the mini fridge. It's like I have it in my room so that I want drinks and whatnot, and like my personal stuff that I want to have in my room. Then I have my mini fridge. So I think it's worth it to purchase it. But a lot of people don't use them anymore. Like, that's up to you personally. So you can just rent them for like I think $100 and $150 a semester. Yeah. Something like that, $200, $300. You can just, like, you can once again just like this up.
Okay.
There's a bunch of websites, so that's up to you.
Yeah.
Quad or heel? Like, all the people I talk to, quads. Yeah. Okay.
Minimum quad.
Heel, I would say heel is good second choice. But
well, quad if you want the full college experience. Hill if you want to have a small but more close group of friends. As long as you're stuck with those people. Also, the hill rooms are smaller.
Yeah.
And not
But like
and
the
so
quad
August is going to be
like I wish I could. Okay, that's it's like so much fun. Everybody's there. It's so easy to get and your friends. I don't know how you go live in the quad like 300 in the quad.
Yeah. Most freshmen live in the quad.
Oh, true. Every house is
because it's 2,500 freshmen, or every single class is 2,500. And over 1,000, I think it's 1,500. Because I think it's 500 that live in Hill and in Kingsport together.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a bunch of other random little places where like another 500 people live. Like, most of the people live in the quad. Yeah.
It's huge. Everybody's there.
And like all the freshman sort of events, all the pre-games and that sort of stuff that you're gonna go to, everything happens in the quad.
Okay. Did you get into your first choice when you applied there, or?
Nope.
Another piece of advice I would personally give is, I don't know if you've seen like the residential programs.
Yeah.
So okay, I didn't want to like commit myself to like a big like time-consuming thing. Like there's some that are like science and technology, or like mentorship one. Like these are pretty legit, and like you actually have to put like 2 hours a week on it. I didn't want to do that just because I didn't want to like commit myself to something for a full year. So I applied to the Living Cultures program. If you want, I think it's a great idea. It's just this like residential program in the quad. It's just like a bunch of like people from different like cultures. Some American, some not American. There's no requirement at all. Like you just write an essay saying like, oh, I'm really interested in different cultures. And because
you can use your culture card.
Exactly, we really should. And like there's no requirement, and like if you get into a residential program, which most people do,
you get guaranteed housing. Yep. So so I'm gonna second that. Just do like if you really want to live in the quad, the easiest way to do it is via a residential program. If you don't want something too intense, look for there's a list. There's all sort of things. There's the very intense ones where you're gonna need 2 to 3 weeks and you're gonna get a lot out of them, and then there's the chiller ones where you're basically not gonna do anything. More of a like I want to live in the quad and this needs to really
I was thinking about the entrepreneurship, research and something like that.
I think that's a legit one.
I feel like it's not that legit, but like, I remember them doing some sort of project. if you're really interested in it, you should go.
Like you should like if you're interested in it, go ahead. Like you'll enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plus, you'll meet other people who are interested and think it's cool, and like you might make good friends out of that.
Ah, okay, perfect then. Yeah. So, into the quad.
Yeah, exactly.
What else? Did you participate in any sport or something?
I don't do sports. I have a long list of clubs. What do I do?
How big of a time commitment it is, like club at this?
I do clubs together, so I spend somewhere between, depending on the week, somewhere between 30 to 60 hours doing homework and school and that sort of stuff. Clubs, depending on how intense, once again, you get in them and how involved, because obviously if you get like if you take like leadership positions and whatnot, like it gets more intense. I usually spend about 10 hours doing that.
Yeah. It really depends on like how involved it is. Like freshman fall, for example, you probably won't be like that involved. Like you'll join some clubs that you're interested in, but you just be like a member or like part of a branch or something like that. So you won't spend that much time. Then once you like finish the semester, it's usually like more and more.
Well, you can just like you can like even like as a junior, I was still changing clubs and certain things that I didn't like. And like right now, like I'm putting one club and then swapping into another one. Like I still do it. It's just like
there's so many clubs that we like.
There's an infinity.
Anything
like, you can anything you can ever think that you want to ever do. There's a club for. And then like you can also do sports. You could do like the actual like super legit sports, or you can do clubs. Like I don't know what sport you're interested in, but there's club sports for every single one of them.
So you said that
and then there's subcategories within those club sports, depending on how intense you want to be about it and how good you are at it. So you just go with that. And that's what you do.
So if you want to do like legitly like compete or whatever, like in the Penn State, you would try out, I guess. But you just want to play it for fun.
Yeah, exactly. We just want to do it more like a educational activity. Clubs. And then they play against each other and they do amateur matches and whatnot. You just play that.
Oh, okay. Are you part of the Dining Philosophers or something like that of computer science?
I am a general member. I'm not very into it, mainly because they're kind of disorganized, and I don't like clubs that are disorganized.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a good idea to be a member of it, and it's a good idea to get the general emails, like when you can just do it. Because they send a lot of emails that are useful. They do a lot of company stuff, a lot of recruiting, and a lot of like meeting professors and just general activities that are happening as a as a computer scientist. So it's not a bad idea. What else? Like in that like more computer sciencey clubs, there's a lot of clubs in like say for example robotics or like that. That's what I do. I do like PenApps is not. You can do PenApps as an organizer. PenApps is a hackathon. So it happens every semester. I've been in almost every single one of them. They're very fun. Yeah. They're very fun. I've made a lot of collabs. None of them have unfortunately won, but we're trying. You can do that sort of club. You can do Panera. You can do that. You can also you can get into the finance clubs and do those because like, you can do quant, for example, if that's your thing.
Oh, okay.
So like it depends what you like.
Also, even if you're in the UPenn or wherever you are, you can join any club in campus. So you can join like a marketing club or like consulting or like whatever you want. So don't like I mean, if you're looking for something with SIS, you should definitely do it, but you can also try it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do really random stuff. I don't do that much random stuff. Like I guess AIS is kind of random.
It's like not like I'm saying, yeah.
But like I wouldn't count it as random because it doesn't like it's not an academic club.
Exactly.
It's more of a like cultural thing. I also do like social like service clubs and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like but those don't really count in that. Like more academic, I tend to stay around.
Yeah. I'm like 2 or 3 clubs that are very like it's like what I would do in the future, like my professional stuff, and then have like fun stuff like AIS, which is like really fun.
Yeah, it's just messing around. It's basically just messing around. You do a couple of real things and then
a couple of Google Hangouts, stuff like that. But it gets to join like
you can like they're very legit clubs, and then there's a lot more clubs. And once again, it's up to you and what you want to check out.
Okay.
And the easiest way to figure that out is just ask an upperclassman, ask them how intense the club is, what the club does, and then you quickly have a grasp of what's going on.
And then we also have like students like club fair within the semester.
Yeah.
Literally all the take all the clubs on campus have.
Any club that's worthwhile. No, like
It's
every
true,
single
yeah.
club that
It's
is
on side.
actually organized.
Yeah.
Every single side club, which is pretty much every single club.
Every real club has a table in this fair, and you can just like walk around and get a flyer from each club, and then see what you're interested in, and like go to the info session.
And just talk to the people who go there.
Just hang out.
Okay. Do you know about the Waste Tech House or something like that?
The Waste Tech House?
Yeah, of entrepreneur.
It's a. I know what it is. It's basically like an innovation. Like I don't know. Are you interested in a startup? Because that's what that's.
Yeah,
About. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. So they basically help you fund and whatnot. Because like usually the biggest problem that startups have is money. So they are very good for that. It's not the only one. There's a bunch of other ones. Penn Dining Philosophers is probably a good way to go into it because they'll help you point into the right direction. Because like the tech house is a good place, and then there's another like there's First Round Capital, which is an off-campus one, which basically helps tech investors. Like if you have a good idea, someone will invest on you. That's the way that works. But but yeah, like once you get here, you can also pitch the idea to a professor too. Like especially like say like within the first semester, you might meet one or two professors that you like to talk to and whatnot. Especially concept professors, they tend to be fairly nice. So like they might point you to the right direction or the sort of resources that you need. And yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Can you hear us?
What?
So when you Alfredo could hear us, if you just join the chat.
What's up with Alfredo? Yeah. I'm gonna text him.
Also like if you're mentioning professors and how you can talk to them. I'm sure you've heard of like office hours. It's like outside of class. The professors have like sort of like 1 or 2 hours a week where they just sit in the office and you can go up to them. And then Ben also has this thing called Take Your Professor to Lunch, which is this. It's really I did it 2 weeks ago and it's really fun. Basically, every semester you can take one professor to lunch for free. So you just ask them for it. You just like ask them about it, and then you just fill in this form to Penn, and Penn basically pays for your lunch, and you can just have lunch. So that's like really cool. You can
And you get to talk about like you get to talk about their research, their interests. Maybe they'll tell you something that you think is really cool. It's always a good idea. It's also very useful for networking. No, because a lot of big companies go to professors and then they ask them to pinpoint who. And then like I've gotten a few offers that way where like a professor or someone like that will call you and be like, I want him to check it out. So like yeah, so like a company will offer you something.
Okay, cool. And I was wondering because like I was seeing the curriculum for computer science and it says that you have to take either 2 physics and 2 natural science. Like I'm not really good at like I don't have a strong background in chemistry or biology, and I heard that the curve in chemistry is awful. So like, which other natural science could I do that you could recommend?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Took geology and astrology. Like, don't take anything serious. I took physics. It was hard. It was genuinely difficult. They don't tell you that you need multivariable calculus. You need to take at least Math 114 to take it. Like, there's no way around it. You start doing this insane integrals. There's this double integrals with a bunch of like fluxes in there, and a lot of weird stuff happens. And you're like, I have no idea what's happening. So like, physics is rough. If you want the challenge, go ahead. Um, I did what I'm gonna do is I take both physics and lab, so that's 3 things, and then the extra one that I'm gonna take next semester geology. I'm gonna learn about that, and that's one of the easiest ones. There's a website called Penn Course Review. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No, I haven't actually.
So check it out. Penn Course Review is very useful, especially for like inter classes and whatnot. It has ratings on how difficult classes are. The first semester is going to be a little rough for you to judge where you stand on it, but after the first semester, you should be fine. Like a 3 is usually like a normal difficulty class. A 3.5 is a relatively hard class. A 3.7 is an insane class, and then anything below a 3 is usually a relatively easy class.
So it scales.
Yeah, it's from a 0 to 4 scale. So 3 is what you usually take. Most concept classes are on the order of.
I think it all is actually.
From 2.8 to 3.3. You can also do astrology. I heard astrology was hard. You can also do the ocean moon. What's the ocean moon called? Oceanography. Yeah, you can do oceanography as well. And then you can do a bunch of random ones.
It's something that's
there's a huge list. So if you go, you can go into what counts as a natural science for an engineer, and there's a long list of classes. I would suggest against the harder ones unless you're unless you're into the topic. Right. You shouldn't be taking one of the tough ones. It's going to be a nightmare.
If you're just taking for the requirements.
Yeah, don't torture yourself. Just I'm taking Spanish next semester. I'm taking a business and Spanish and business. It's a humanities requirement. That's the last one. I'm taking that, and then I'm taking geology, and then 2 legit classes.
So what?
2 legit classes.
Take 4 semester?
No, I took 5 up to last semester, and then because I have 3 classes from high school.
Oh, okay.
I might take 5, but I don't know. We'll see. Well, goodbye, Rafael. It was nice talking to you. Adios. You will be deeply missed. Oh, Rafael's back.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
So I know how much you heard of what you were saying, but basically, we just recommend that.
I cannot hear you, actually.
You can't?
Wait.
Wait, you can't hear us? Uh-oh. Wait.
Oh, you mean?
No, we're good. Are we not being loud enough? I thought I was being loud enough. I'm being loud. He's gone again.
He's crying. I'm crying.
Well, we get to talk to Rafael. Alfredo came and went many times, but Alfredo never moved at all. Can we just send that to Alex? I'm gonna take a picture and then send it to Alex.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that.
No worries. Are you good?
Yeah. So geology or what else?
Wait, what's up?
Geology and what else?
Geology, astrology, oceanography. Those are the easiest ones.
Astrology. Okay.
And bio and physics would obviously be the toughest ones.
Are you taking the lab in physics or not?
Yeah. You need. Are you a CA? I forget what the letters are. Are you BA or a BSc?
BSc.
Yeah. So you need a lab. You need a 1 year of lab.
Are you BSA?
No, I'm a BSc.
Oh, okay.
So what I did was I took physics 150 and 151, which is brutal, and then like those two, like those are credit, like 1.5 credits each one. And then those 2 have labs in them. So you do the 2 labs. And then after that, I have 1 more, which I'm going to take next semester, which is going to be geology.
Okay, perfect. Do you think it's like really hard to get a good grade in physics, or?
No, it's just like the problem I had was it's a class that is, it's not an easy class, but it's not an insane class. It's like a tough class, but it's on something that I was totally not interested in. So which was the big issue. So it's a very boring class that is actually hard. It's a little rough. And like if you're taking other classes, like for example, if you take CIS 110 and CIS 160 the same semester, like as intro semester, those 2 classes are hard enough already. That if you're mixing those with physics 150, then all of a sudden you have a pretty decent workload. And then if you throw writing sem on top and then say math 104, which would be a very standard like engineer thing. Like those are 5, like together, it's not like it's gonna be insane. It's just gonna be, you're gonna have a lot of work. Yeah.
Like freshman flight also many people and stuff like that. So
yeah, and like it's gonna be hard from the start.
Okay. So you're taking right now physics, or?
I took physics freshman year. So I did 150 and 151 freshman fall and freshman spring.
Oh, but if I haven't taken multivariable calculus, do you think it's going to be hard?
I recommend you take it first.
Okay.
So one of the cool things you can do and this I strongly recommend you do, as a comp sci, you can get a math minor without taking any extra classes.
Oh, really?
Yes. All you have to do is take the right classes. You have to take 104, 114. Oh, Alfredo almost was there.
Yeah.
You can take 104, 114, 240, 312, Those are math classes. And then you need stat 430. And the last class is, I believe, CIS 262, which you have to take as requirement. And you have a math minor.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So you can get a math minor without taking any extra credits. And then when you have your tech requirements, which are 6 classes or 7 classes, you can get another minor there without taking any other extra classes. So you can get 2 minors and your major without taking more than 40 credits.
What's your second minor?
My second minor is systems engineering.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
It's not that great of a decision.
I was thinking about the entrepreneurship minor as well.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. It's like especially when you do a startup, that's a great way to go. And it looks very good on your resume and whatnot. And you can get it in your tech electives and incorrect without taking any of the credits.
Oh,
No, you don't take any. You don't take. Alfredo, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay!
What's up, Alfredo?
Yay!
You've been trying pretty hard for the last 40 minutes.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect.
Sorry, do you want to just introduce yourself really quick?
What?
You want to introduce yourself really quick? We can do very quick.
Me? Okay, my name is Alfredo Tovar. I am from Panama. I'm 17. No, sorry, 18. Yeah.
What are you planning on studying?
Oh, okay. I want to study bioengineering, and I'm not pretty sure. Well, I'm not pretty sure.
What you want to do pre-med with
I would
that?
like to study bioengineering, but what?
Are you going to want to do pre-med
But I would
with
like
that? What are you gonna do with it?
to probably I would like to do a dual major or something like that. I'm not pretty sure, but the main major that I want to take is bioengineering.
Okay.
Probably
Cool.
probably something in Wharton or something like that.
Okay, so there's a little trick. So in order to get into Wharton, because you're not in Wharton, you're in engineering, you have to get above a 3.6 freshman year. Which means that when you come here, you got to be very legit. 3.6 minimum. You ideally want a 3.7, which is an A minus average.
And is it hard to
What?
is it hard to have 3.6 or hold on?
Depends on what classes.
Depends what classes you take. If you can make it very hard, very easy.
Hmm.
But like,
How
it's something for you to be aware from day one. If you want to get that, you need a 3.7. Otherwise you're not going to get into Wharton because they only accept like 10 people.
Oh my god.
So,
It's doable. It's just
no, it's very doable. One of my roommates is doing it right now. He's a systems engineer, and then after the first year, he did the application and everything. He had a 3.8 freshman year, and then he did the application, and then he's doing statistics in Wharton. So he's
Wow.
doing a dual that way.
Okay.
So it's doable. No, it's very doable. Don't worry about it, dude. It's just you have to be aware that you have to do well right after that. Whereas if you do just one, you can kind of screw up a little. Well, no, that's what I did. I wanted to do a dual, and then I screwed up freshman year.
And what are you guys studying?
I do computer science, and then
I'm doing economics and international relations, and I'm actually doing a minor at Wharton in consumer psychology. So if you decide not to apply for a dual degree or just figure it out, you just do a minor.
yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to apply.
I've been thinking about, a dual major, including bioengineering and computer science. How is
So
computer
that would
science?
be inside engineering. That you can totally do without any applications.
Okay.
All
And
you have to do is apply. You'll get accepted, and then once you get accepted, then you have to figure out the classes you have to take, see which ones you can cross, and then you're good. Because it's a dual degree within the same school, all the requirements are the same. So then all you have to do is the extra classes, and then what you can do is double count, which means you just take one class and that is worth for both majors, and then you can just that's what you'd meet with your advisor, and then your advisor and you would sit down and be, what's the easiest way that we can double count as many classes for you to have to the less workload. You'll probably have around 46 classes that you need to take. It's going to be slightly above 5 a semester, but it's very doable. And if you want to, if you want to just stick to 5, then you can do like a semester, like you can do a summer or 2, and then with that you'll be more than fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can totally pull that off.
But people do 4 or 5, so.
But would it be, harder than just taking bioengineering? Or?
But yeah, because you do 2 majors, obviously.
But, terribly harder or just a little bit harder?
I don't know. It's a lot more engineering classes, and engineering classes are a tad harder than just the humanities class, just because you have more work. And computer science is a very time-consuming major, because you have to code a lot. Like an assignment will take you 10 to 12 hours every week. That's very long.
Okay.
It's a lot of time, basically.
Yeah, it's just a lot of time. I mean, like, how much do you want it? That's really the question. Like, it's gonna be harder because you're gonna have to put more time. How much more time? Probably somewhere between 5 to 10 hours extra a week. That's what seems like normal. So you're gonna probably have to do 40 to 50 hours a week, I think. 60, maybe 70 on a really rough week.
Wow.
That's very doable. Most people do that, or worse. Like, I have a friend who's doing 2 majors and a master's degree in 3 years.
God.
Yeah, he's taking 7.5 credits a semester, and that's a whole other level. But it's doable, dude. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just like plan well beforehand.
Yeah,
And
and just be aware that it's gonna take time and whatnot.
Yeah. I want
And
to know about the meal plans, 'cause I read something about that, but I'm not very sure which one should I select. I heard that, or I read that the most popular one is the BFF one, you know.
I don't
But
remember the name of the meal plans right now. I will tell you the following thing.
okay.
All food is horrible.
Oh my God.
It's actually very bad.
The one in the dining halls.
The dining hall, I mean Commons and Hill. Hill is better than Commons. And McClellan 19th Court. Yeah, they're not as bad. Like, Commons is the worst. Commons just sucks. Hill is pretty good, and if you're an engineer, it's a decent place to eat lunch. It's not terrible. You can do it. What I would advise is get as many dining dollars as you can, because Houston's actually pretty good.
Yeah, so basically how the programs work is that you have dining halls where you like swipe and you have like basically all
You have swipes, yeah. You can all.
and then the other part of it which you have seen is like dining dollars. That there are like different like small sort of like stores, cafes on campus that take dining dollars. So you can like order like a burger or like a sandwich.
There is, I
more
think,
things.
4 or 5 cafes that take them.
Mhm.
One of them is a Starbucks.
Yeah.
So you can have like coffee, you can have like breakfast, that sort of stuff.
On your meal.
Yeah, exactly. And you have a place which is called Houston Hall. Houston Hall is just like a cafe. It's a big one though. So they serve sushi. They have like Italian food. They have pasta. They have pizza. They have sandwiches. They have burgers. They have Chinese food salad. That sort of stuff.
And that's better.
That food is better. Like, I still eat that.
Those are the ones who accept the dollars, right?
The dining dollars are better food.
Yeah.
They're tastier.
So we would
Okay.
recommend the dining plan that has the most dining dollars and least meal swipes, just because the food to dining dollars is better. You will like it more.
Yeah, like the whole reasoning behind why I'm promoting those places is because the food is better than in the other place.
Okay.
But like, that's up to you in the end. Like, it's just the
Yeah.
dining hall food is kind of bad.
Yeah. I read that the plan with the highest amount of dining dollars includes I think it was $800. So does $800 work for the whole semester or what?
You'll totally spend it. I spend somewhere between $10 to $25 a day.
A day.
Somewhere between $10 to $25
A day.
A semester is 3 months, so it's let's just do quick math. 3 months, it's a quarter of a year. So I don't know.
Also, just so like you're aware of it, like the swipes, I think they're like valued at like
$12 to $15 depending on which meal plan you get.
Which is insane. Just because like you will not be eating that much food, like you really won't in the tiny halls. Except if you're like really hungry. But in general you won't. So that's why I would also recommend like one of the most dining dollars, just because it's like more worth your money.
Like, I would estimate that on a lower end, like I think that on the lower end, you're gonna spend $1,000 in total in a semester. I would not.
That's spending all your meals.
Like that's all your meals in a month. I think that's the lower end. The higher end is somewhere between 2,000 and 2,000. That's a more realistic one.
Wait, but that's including
That is the meal plan. No, that's everything. Everything.
Yes.
So what's happening is freshman year, what you do is you use the meal plan for that.
Okay.
Well, later on, when you quit the meal plan, because you realize how bad it is, what you do is you get it out of like your own and budget yourself. Whatever way you want.
And the food in the places that accept the dining dollars, is the food expensive or?
Yes.
It's like it's overpriced, but because you're on the meal plan, it's not bad. Like, I mean, it is like in a regular basis overpriced, but because you have so many dining dollars, you will not feel that much because you doesn't have so many.
Okay.
You will spend that, like you will spend
a lot. I love to eat.
You will spend the you will spend them. You will spend them. Yeah. No. Like I really enjoy food and I eat a lot. You will spend them.
Like I think when I was freshman, I was also worried. Like
I'm worried that I will run out of dining dollars.
You will. You probably will. I did.
Okay.
I ran out of $90 2 months in. Then you have like no. What ended up happening to me both semesters was even on the plan with the most dining dollars, I would have meal swipes left over because I didn't want to go eat there because it was bad. And then I would run out of dining dollars because I could get lots of cool stuff with dining dollars. There's a mini supermarket where you can go buy overly expensive food. It's a gourmet. And then there, like I would go there and buy food there and whatnot. And like what ended up happening was I just ate it all away.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. You'll eat it.
Yeah. And you'll be fine. Like the dining plan selling metrics, so you will always have you just if it's swipes or dining dollars.
And if not, you can just ask your parents. They also help you. They will not let you starve, I'm sure.
So, like, any advice to not screw up for freshman year for computer science at least?
Any advice? Wait, what's the question again?
To get a good GPA in freshman year.
Take only one concept class.
Okay.
160 is hard. 110 is easy. 120 is easy. 121 is tough. 160 is hard. And then after that, they get very hard until you reach to 320. So you have 240, 262, and 320. Those are all very hard classes. Then you'll be done with hard classes. That's it. And from there on, everything gets easier. You'll get 2 very time-consuming classes, which is 380 and 371. And then you'll be done.
Okay.
I have a question.
So I would suggest taking only one concept class. If you really want a high GPA freshman year, take 110 and 120. The problem is that's going to put you behind. You need to take 160 in freshman year. Whether you want to do the first semester or the second semester, it's up to you. They are independent of one another. 110 and 120 teach you how to program, and they teach you about like programming itself.
Yeah.
160 teaches you discrete mathematics, and they teach you the math behind it.
Oh, okay.
So it's 2 independent topics. They merge together when you do 320, because then you do algorithms, and then you look at the mathematics behind the algorithms and the runtimes and that sort of stuff. But initially, but yeah, but you'll be fine.
Okay. And is there like a big difference between the BSE and BSA or something like that?
In terms of major, no. In terms of you getting a job, yes.
Oh, okay.
An engineer, and the other one's not an engineer. And you want the engineer diploma.
Yeah.
Definitely want to be like, I'm an engineer. Versus because the other one you graduate as basically a college kid, or like just a standard like college student, which isn't as impressive regardless of your major as is the other one. And for the amount of classes that you have to take, which is nonsense, literally like you have to swap one lab and then you have to take a couple science. I think you have to do one more science and then you have to take actual labs, and then that's it. Everything else is identical. For that, you should be an engineer. Everyone should take BS. Because it just looks better on your resume and it's going to be easier.
Okay, great.
I have a question. What do you mean with tough class and hard class?
So there's a thing called Penn Course Review.
Yeah.
You can go check it out. It's a thing. It rates classes between a 0 to a 4. The classes are rated different levels, obviously.
Okay.
As an engineer, a standard class is going to be a 3, right? That's just the way it works. A tougher class is going to be somewhere between a 3 and a 3.5. A hard class is going to be above 3. There is hard classes. You will have to take hard classes.
Minutes.
Yeah.
But
So
what
the
makes
goal is
what
like you want to take the least amount, like you want to spread them out, the hard classes and the very time-consuming classes. You want to
Yeah.
spread it out in such a way where you take those classes one at a time. You don't want to have 4 very intense classes one semester, and then the next semester you're going to take 6 easy classes. Because like one semester you're going to be dying, and then the other semester you're going to be like nothing's happening. Why did I do this to myself?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to find a balance. The easiest way to do that is honestly just talk to people like upperclassmen in your major and ask them which classes are hard, which classes are easy, what should I be taking, and they will tell you like do this, do this, do this, avoid this. Like this is a mistake I made, or this is a mistake one of my friends made. You shouldn't be doing that. You should do the other one. I don't know as much in bioengineering as I do in computer science because I'm a computer scientist, but I'm sure that you can find an upperclassman who is performing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other
Um,
question? I think we're gonna get back. I think we're
No,
getting out of this room very soon. Any last questions?
no, I'm good actually. Yeah.
If you don't want to just email us.
Yeah, you should have our emails, I hope,
Or just email like the AIS.
or email whoever emailed you to give you this. Yeah, just email us, and I'd be more than willing to help you out. Either one.
If I don't have anything that's nonsense, I'll try. But yes, of course, email us if you need anything.
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep. No problem. It was nice talking to both of you.
Yeah, bye.
bye bye.
Bye.